No one in the Galactic Council believed it at first. The Dravic Dominion had declared war not on a rival empire, not on a rebellious colony, but on a small blue planet near a dying yellow star, Earth. The humans dotted most of the galaxy. Humanity was barely out of its cradle, new to interstellar politics. Too bold, too loud, too human. But that was exactly why the Council was worried, because everyone knew one truth whispered across every starport. Don't provoke the species that builds weapons before peace treaties, and now someone had. The Grand Chamber of the Galactic Council was chaos. Feathers rustled, scales clattered, tentacles coiled and uncoiled nervously. The great dome above shimmered with the holographic projection of Sol and the crimson swarm of Dravic fleets entering the system. Speaker Valrin of the Vishari pounded her talons. Order! Order! A dozen alien diplomats shouted over one another. They're mad. The Dravic have gone mad. They'll sterilize the entire system. Why Earth? Why now? The human ambassador hadn't spoken yet. He stood quietly at the end of the chamber, an aging man with graying hair and calm eyes that had seen too much. Ambassador Nathaniel Cross. When he finally spoke, his voice was steady, because the Dravic don't understand what they've just done. The Dravic Dominion had always believed themselves invincible. Their empires spanned hundreds of worlds. They'd erased species for less than a trespass, but one of Earth's survey vessels Endeavour I had entered Dravic space by accident, mapping a nebula near the frontier. The Dravic destroyed it. No warning, no mercy. Humanity apologized, paid reparations, sent envoys, but the Dravic wanted submission, and humanity had never been good at kneeling. So when the Dominion declared war, humans didn't beg. They prepared for 6 galactic cycles. The Sol system went dark. No transmissions, no trade convoys. Every human colony pulled back to home space. The Council debated endlessly. Perhaps they're surrendering, or hiding, or building something. Ambassador Cross remained silent. In truth, humanity was doing all three, but not in the way the galaxy imagined. Under the sands of Mars, entire shipyards roared to life. The orbital platforms around Earth officially communications arrays unfolded into planetary defense rings. High-controlled swarms filled the asteroid belt. Humanity had built its own apocalypse and locked it behind the phrase, "For planetary defense only." The Dravic Armada arrived like a crimson storm, over 1,000 warships, their hulls reflecting the sun in molten red, each one a fortress. The Dravic commander broadcast his message across all frequencies: "Surrender your planet, humans. Your history ends today." For 6 minutes, there was silence. Then Earth replied, "You first." And then the stars caught fire. Saturn's rings disintegrated into tungsten dust, a hidden minefield detonating simultaneously. Dravic frigates were sliced apart before they knew what hit them. From Luna's far side, the Aegis cannon's relics, the Council believed, were defensive telescopes, fired slugs at a third of light speed. A Dravic battleship disappeared. Then another. Then 20. The humans weren't just defending. They were hunting. In the Council chamber, the holler feed flickered with static and fire. Speaker Valrin stared, horrified. "They're destroying a Dominion fleet." The Oryx delegate, a crystalline being, whispered, "That's impossible. Their weapons are primitive." "No," said Cross quietly. "Just efficient." The chamber filled with noise again. "Ambassador Cross, you must tell them to stop. Earth's actions violate interstellar law. They'll destabilize the quadrant." Cross turned to them, his expression unreadable. "They brought war to our home," he said. "We warned the galaxy once humanity doesn't start wars, but we always finish them." The Dravic believed they were facing Earth's entire strength. They weren't. When the Dominion's fleet reached Mars orbit, human reinforcements emerged from behind the sun, hundreds of stealth cruisers with black hulls that absorbed radar and light. Each bore a single insignia, a silver skull and laurel. The Uth fleet Omega cores. They'd trained in secret for 70 years. Every simulation, every war game, every ship design had one goal: Defend home at all costs. In less than an hour, the Dravik formation disintegrated. The humans didn't pursue. They didn't celebrate. They simply waited. The message went out again, on every frequency. This is Earth. We don't negotiate with exterminators. We end them. 3 days later, the Dravik tried again. This time, they sent 50,000 ships, their entire outer fleet. It didn't matter, because by then, the humans had activated Ars Protocol, a swarm of AI drones poured from the asteroid belt, self-replicating, hyperadaptive, each no larger than a man's hand. They moved like a living storm, devouring Dravik ships molecule by molecule. The Dravik commander's last transmission was a single scream. They are machines made of fury. And then silence. News spread faster than light. The Dravik Dominion's invasion force eliminated Earth. Unconquered. Human casualties. Less than one. The galaxy trembled. Empires that had mocked humanity now sent envoys bearing gifts. Pirate lords erased Earth trade routes from their maps. The word Terran became synonymous with impossible. At the council, Speaker Valren faced Ambassador Cross again. "Human," she said softly, "do you understand what you've done?" Cross nodded. "Yes, we've reminded the galaxy why we don't want war. Earth's victory wasn't without cost. Half the orbital ring systems were crippled. The cities of Mars glowed red from the wreckage of fallen Dravik ships. Millions of human engineers and soldiers had given their lives quietly, unrecorded, unmourned beyond Earth, and yet not a single alien fleet approached Sol again. Humanity became legend. Children on distant worlds whispered bedtime stories of the world that burned an empire. And still, Ambassador Cross kept one secret to himself, a hidden chamber deep beneath Geneva, where a single high core pulsed softly, labeled Ars 2, awaiting activation. 50 years later, the council assembled again, this time not to debate, but to commemorate. A monument was unveiled, a sphere of white stone, etched with human words. In peace we remember. In war, we endure. In victory, we remain human. A young alien delegate asked Speaker Valren, now frail and silver-feathered, "Was it true? Did they really destroy the Dravik alone?" She looked at the stars and smiled faintly. "No," she said, "they didn't destroy them. They taught them." The youngling blinked. "Taught them what?" "That Earth is not to be conquered," Valren whispered. "It is to be respected or feared." In his old age, Cross retired to a small cabin overlooking the Pacific Ocean. He watched a sunset, a burning horizon of gold. A voice hummed softly from his holocom. "Ambassador, the Council requests Earth's help mediating a new border dispute." Cross smiled. "They always come back when it's peacetime." He stood, looking at the ocean waves. "They thought we were fragile," he murmured. "But fragility isn't weakness. It's pressure that turns glass to diamond." He paused, eyes narrowing toward the stars. "If they ever forget again, we'll remind them." The screen faded to black. Only one phrase remained, glowing wide across the void. "Don't start a war with Earth." The end.